Hey, what's up, guys? Lou here, and I got another movie review for you. And this one kind of takes me back. Darkman, and it's directed by Sam Raimi. Yeah, that's Sam Raimi, the same guy who did Army Darkness, the Evil Dead series, countless other movies. Oh God, it's been a while since I've seen this. There's a great Blu-ray actually right now. Stream Factory released it. It was a Shout Factory. I don't know. Anyway, it's awesome. And how I think this came to be, Sam Raimi wanted to do a comic book movie. It's funny because so many years later he's actually doing comic book movies, but for whatever reason he couldn't get the rights, and he created out of inspiration created Darkman, and it's a pretty cool story, and this is a early performance of not first performance but early performance of Liam Neeson, taking uh, all those wonderful movies he's done. Uh, in fact, Bruce Campbell actually has a nice cameo at the end of this, so if you do watch it, check it at the end. Um, anyway, before I get into it, Liam was about to be canceled a few years ago, actually, and so thankfully like survived from it. And people are gonna have their own opinion, whatever. But how the story goes is, he's from Northern Ireland, and something happened to a lady friend of his where she was raped by a person of color, and he kind of snapped out and went hunting for someone who resembled, the person of interest. And in today's market, that doesn't pan out pretty good, no matter what the intentions were. Um, you know, you could call it racist for stuff like that, and it's pretty insane. I mean, imagine being judged on some impulsive bad judgment decision you make, right? Like one bad decision and you're done. Um, I think it's crazy, ludicrous, because um, we live in a world. I'm talking about recent and past, but most recent. There's people out there, governments actually, not just individual people. I'm talking about governments, people higher up that deny things like the Holocaust. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Also, you have people that deny the Armenian genocide or the Greek genocide. These things don't exist. There's some people who think dinosaurs didn't exist or the world's flat and will argue tooth and nail. So, being a person of power and thinking these things is one thing, but imagine the individuals, okay, that are classed into these groups, because they live under said government or groups of people. Um, you can't just, kind of, put them all together and say, okay, well, all these people believe this, they're, racist or crazy people. No, like I said, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but, no one's born, racist. No one's inherently racist. It's something you're taught, later on in life. Um, but yeah, like I said, this is the kind of day and age we live in. Every individual, is going to go through some dark time in their life, no matter how good you think you are. But it shouldn't define who you are later on. If you can move past it and realize what you're doing, the negative part, and correct it, I think everything's ace after that. You know, life is short, and you don't want to be judged for little mistakes, or when you pass judgment. You shouldn't be condemned for something that you could rise above and forgive. Such was the case with Liam. But anyway, enough about that. Uh, my point is, guy's a great actor. Sorry for going on the rant there, but yeah, Darkman. So it's an anti-hero movie, I guess. It's basically, so it's a scientist, right, who kind of like wrong place, wrong time. This crime boss is, he sends these like group of like thugs to raid this, scientist's facility pretty much. And he's there, he gets in trouble, and they don't kill him right away. They set the place up to explode. And he's a victim of this, but he doesn't die. In fact, the explosion changes him a little bit. He's like not quite there. He kind of like gets angry, the drop of a hat, and he's horribly disfigured now. But he's a scientist, so he's able to kind of recruit some of his equipment and change it, and like pretty much create like synthetic skin that doesn't last too long, so you can kind of pose as himself, because he has a love interest throughout this movie, and he's trying to play the part, as normal, like nothing happened, but the skin starts to bubble. He has to kind of like get going. But meanwhile, he's hunting down these thugs, and the movie's brutal. It does have moments there. It's like, damn, the guy's he has a vendetta to settle, and it's cool because it plays out like any other dark themed action superhero movie, but the character is unstable, and it shows. It has great direction. Everything about the story, I think, works. The characters work. I guess I don't know what you would put this in, like comic company wise, DC, Marvel, but whatever. It's its own thing. It stands great. There was two other ones, two other Darkmans that were sequels to this, and like I said, they're just fun. Like I said, I think Liam is a great actor and definitely fits the part. I don't know if he would ever do anything like this again because of his career, recently, and between the Taken series and everything else he's done. I don't know, but like I said, nonetheless, Darkman is a great movie. I'm sure you've probably seen at least one of them. Sci-Fi used to play it a lot. But anyway, this is cool. This is like the, I guess the pre-superhero era. This was I think it was a 1990s flick. Yeah, pretty sure early 1990s. I saw it a little bit after that, but like I said, the movie, it still holds to this day. I'm surprised they haven't tried to remake it. I really am. But, it's just fun. It's great. You have a great cast of actors, great direction by Sam Raimi, of all people. And, it's just kind of one of those movies I grew up with. So, yeah, that's my little review of Darkman. I recommend it. Check it out. You will not be disappointed if you like action superhero stuff. Or I should say anti-hero stuff, violence, and just, non-stop thrills. Then this is your movie. Mixed in with a little bit of science. I think you'll enjoy it. Alright, guys. That's all I got to say. I'll talk to you all really soon. And, yeah, be nice to each other. Alright. Peace.